Good morning or afternoon, class. Welcome to Total Rewards. Kind of starting it off with Chapter 1. Again, I'm your instructor, Justin Lacey. Very happy to have each one of you in class. Welcome to the world of work, essentially. So, Total Rewards is a class that no matter what you end up doing for a living, no matter if you become a doctor, a lawyer, a high business person, a teacher, no matter what you do with your career, total rewards and compensation have a direct effect on you as not just an employee, but as an employer as well. So that's why I love this information, because again, it is relevant no matter who you are. And especially if you're an HR professional and you want to get into HR management or anything related, these concepts will be stuff that you'll be using all the time. So again, let's go ahead and just dive right into it in Chapter 1. Essentially, compensation is what we're here to talk about. And, compensation is basically any forms of financial resources or returns that produce something tangible. And again, I think most of us obviously work for one reason, and that's to make money. Very few people will work just for the sake of working because they have nothing else better to do. But the vast majority of us are working because we need some form of compensation, whether it be take-home pay and then all other forms, which is our health insurance, our retirement income, our dental insurance, 401ks, anything along those lines. All that ties to compensation as part of our employment relationship. So again, very important information for all of us to kind of know the basics. And throughout this class, hopefully I will help you to learn kind of the concepts you need to know about total rewards and compensation itself. So I'm going to skip ahead. And what I'd like to talk about as well is really more about different forms of pay, essentially. So compensation is kind of divided into two areas. You have total compensation and you have relational returns. Total compensation is all that stuff that you get. Cash, benefits, perks, anything along those lines. That's compensation. That's what most of us are probably aware of. If you've ever had a part-time job, maybe we'll say you worked at McDonald's, for example. So you got paid an hourly wage and then maybe you got a free meal, or maybe you got something, some college savings or anything that they gave you. That's all part of your total compensation. That's why most of us work in the first place. But the other part of it that rarely gets talked about in total rewards is about relational returns, which are kind of psychological and things that answers questions like, why do we work? And what satisfaction do we get out of work? Most of us don't want to stay in the same job for the rest of our lives. We want to progress. We want to get promoted. We want to try different things. All of that stuff relates to what we call relational returns. And those are the things that we're going to spend a lot of time on, especially towards the second half of the semester, really focusing on are those types of things. So to kind of give you a total idea of what we're going to be talking about for the semester, this slide kind of shows about total returns for work. If you look at everything that you get as part of being an employee, so your total compensation, so that's divided into the cash, kind of the more tangible things, to your benefits, your work-life balances. What do companies give you to kind of create that value? And then, of course, relational is about, the feeling that I get from working. Am I recognized for the work that I do? Does my boss appreciate me? Does he or she want to see me succeed? All of those things are created as part of what we call total rewards and total compensation. So again, a very brief overview of Chapter 1, but again, I think it's really important to start with kind of this basic knowledge, because this will extend to everything that we do for the rest of the semester. So again, really excited to have you in class. I hope you're really going to enjoy the semester. And like I said, we'll kind of move forward from here. But until next time, hope you enjoy Chapter 1.